fire will burn more. So same thing, you cannot pacify the mind by feeding it with satisfaction or objects of the senses. More music, more things to see, more things to smell, more things to taste, and more things to touch. No, it's like a fuel for your mind. So if you want to make your mind peaceful and serve the purpose, like you come to the university and to the classroom and some teacher is teaching the subject, you try to control yourself, yes? You don't get wild, you don't get smoking, eating, hearing music, then you don't learn anything. So you try to all senses concentrate onto the subject, which is taught. So same thing, when we feed our sense organs, eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin, with the objects for gratification, then the mind becomes like a fire. And fire, what does? It burns down everything. One quality which fire doesn't have, it's called moderation, or it's never have enough. Yeah? Doesn't matter how much fuel you give, it will burn more and more and more and more and more. It will not at some point say, oh, I've got enough. I burned down half of a house, the rest, I'm sick, I have enough. No, you give it, it will burn down everything till the ground. And it will not look, oh, this is a poor child, I will not burn him. No, everything on the way. So same thing, our mind is merciless as the fire is merciless. So the mind is very powerful energy, like fire. And here you don't have heating system, but in our countries we have heating systems. Although at houses you may have a fireplaces, yeah? So it's controlled fire, and it does the job, yeah? Although this light is also part of fire personification, but it's controlled. From this fire energy we need light. But you give it freedom to act, it will burn everything. So unless we control it and restrict it, scientifically, giving this lamp the permission just to light the venue, not giving permission to burn everything, it serves the purpose. So same thing with our mind. It's a powerful energy, but we have to learn how to use it. Otherwise, it will make your life miserable and disaster. Like children are not let to play with their matches because they will burn the house by playing. What's their intention? Have some fun, play. What's the result? Houses burned. So same thing, a person who is ignorant of himself, not knowing that the body is just a one part of system, me. And during the death, out of those body, mind, intelligence, ego, soul, only body is off during death. Yeah? Who dies? Only body. Mind goes to next body. Who believes in reincarnation? Yes, reincarnation, yes, changing bodies. Wonderful. The statistics shows that approximately 25% of Earth's population, they believe in reincarnation. And the rest continue to reincarnate. You believe, you don't. This is the law. This is the scientific law. Doesn't matter you believe or you don't. You believe it's raining or you don't. It's raining. So same thing with those laws of karma, reincarnation. Because in Bhagavad Gita there is a nice shloka in the second chapter. Dehinosmin yathadehi kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatha namuhyate. These same words were told 5,000 years ago. So we repeat them, and this is the process becomes authorized. Because otherwise you will think, some skinny guy from Lithuania, who knows where is it, came here to Tampa, no, just, who knows where is this Lithuania, comes here to Tampa and starts, singing some information. No, I recite shlokas so that my words are authorized. They're from manual, they're from tag. Yeah? And in this shloka, in this text, it is said that already in this life, in this body, in this life, we are reincarnating. Rein means karna, means body. Rein, changing bodies. All of us were kids when we were born, babies. So what? Few kilos, yeah, not small. Where we are babies. You had same name being a baby, and you have same name now. You had same parents, everything the same, except body is different. So now we're young, and I believe proud, because we're intelligent. But a few years later, we get old, and again, where is our youth? It's gone. So we change bodies slowly, not like there is a childhood and there is teenage. So this is like, how you call this? Transitional stage to youth, and then from youth to old age. So in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Kaumaram, childhood, Yovanam, youth, Jara, old age. So we already changed 3 types of bodies in our life. So Krishna says to Arjuna that at the time of death, it's nothing extraordinary happens. Intelligent person in Sanskrit language, which ancient scriptures are written, it is said that a dhira, intelligent person, dhira, understands that I'm changing just another body. This body worns down, and it's useless, cannot function anymore, like old rusted car. At some point it's over. Like cloth, you wash, and sometimes you see, oops, there's a hole, and it loses the color, and then you discard it. So same thing at the time of death, body is finished, but your mind, your intelligence, your ego, your soul, 4 much more important parts of you, of me, going on. So the law of karma, which is the law of action and reaction, what we earned this lifetime, prescribes what's the next body, what's the next residence for my mind, intelligence, ego, and soul. What's next residence? So this body is home for my mind, intelligence, ego, and soul. This body. So, you saw the makeup which Uma has on her forehead? I have same. And what does it mean? It means that I'm conscious, I show that my body is a temple. Why? Because a spiritual living being is there. So, So any house or any place which is spiritually purposed, it has some specific architecture, some marks you can recognize, with a cross or with a moon or with any symbol. So when you put when you mark your body with tilak, it shows that you are conscious of being a spirit soul which resides in this house, temple, body, which serves as a temple for the soul. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that also wears this makeup. Mm-hmm. So it's just to show that I'm conscious of being inside this body, which I try to use for spiritual purposes. So all that is scientific because it comes from manual, which we have to study regularly and for our own benefit. For our own benefit, because that helps you to be more conscious of your real, eternal identity. Otherwise, bodily identity is very temporary. That's why people are confused and bewildered of their own identity. Who am really are? Am I a woman or am I a man? Oh, I'm sick of being a woman. Let me become a man. There was one musical contest in Europe, Eurovision, called, and the first place was won by transvestite. Yes. So it's a total confusion because he's an Austrian man who changed his sex into woman, and he has long hair, but he wears a beard also. So he looks like a woman, but still wears a beard. So everyone was excited. All countries were voted for transvestite. Yes, he is the winner. Well, okay, but it's confusion. It is confusion. He don't know who he is. Everyone don't know who they are. So they are happy. Oh, we don't know who we are. Right. Not me, ignorant. He is also ignorant. Oh, that means he's my friend. Yes.
Sorry, that just reminded me, there was something in the Bhagavad Gita I read. It was about how, like, the part of us that is unchangeable, our soul, we actually can't change it because it's eternal.
Yes.
And the things that are changeable aren't eternal or real.
Yes.
Sorry, I just wanted
No, please elaborate on your thought.
Well, that was just like, because you're talking about other things that he changes, and we change our clothes and everything else, but the things that are changeable aren't real because they don't really last forever.
Yeah, and that's a very, very good point. Why? Why? Because the identity question or problem is essential because with whom we identify ourselves, it influences the quality of our life. If you are conscious of being a soul, you identify with the soul, you act accordingly, feeding the soul with, like say, transcendental spiritual knowledge. Then the quality of your life is completely different. Then the goals and the achievements in your life are totally different. When you identify with your body, with your mind, so changing and unstable that it's always disturbing you. So this is the point and conclusion which we have to do that. Okay, I know, I read, I heard from authorized sources that I'm a spirit soul. So that means I have to think how to feed my soul or how to act accordingly. Because the person who is only bodily conscious, he says what? Oh, I just need to eat, sleep, mate, and defend. Ah, this is life. This is life. Nothing beyond that. So the person, that means he is not, his consciousness or identification is not higher than the body. So that's called the animalistic consciousness. But then there are people of art, and we see the piece of art here on the wall, who are on the level, whose consciousness are on the level of mind. Yeah, they are carried away by inspiration, by the arts. Yeah, so they are higher than the gross bodily identification. But there are scientists who are relying on the sciences, on information, on knowledge. Their consciousness is on the level of intelligence. Yes? But those who are spiritually conscious, their consciousness is the highest. But it doesn't mean that you have to be called or you have to be a spiritualist. You can be a student, you can be a worker, you can be a professor, you can be a politician, you can be anybody in profession terms, education terms, labor terms, but you can be spiritually conscious. So therefore the people have a confused conception about what is spirituality and what is spiritual. It's the understanding of your real identity. I am spirit soul. So what feeds the soul? What the soul needs, you tell me. Because to feed the body, we do that every day a few times. To feed your mind, we need, aesthetics. Nice, clean, surrounding and harmonious relationship, yeah? Not harsh. Yeah. For feeding the intelligence is what we do now. Sitting, hearing, and considering, yeah? Considering means digesting the knowledge. But how to feed the soul? How to make our soul happy? Yes.
Medication?
Yes, what meditation? Because this university is also meant for meditation. There is one meditation, but usually on this board, I think not this mantra is written. Different object of meditation. So even to get home, now after our meeting, to get home, we have to go through the process of meditation, yeah? To know how to go out from the university, how to start a car, how to find a way home. It's all meditation. So the object of meditation is essential, which is?
Krishna. God.
Who is the guy? Krishna. Who is the guy?
The super soul.
Well, so you see, you're speculating now. You're trying to shoot into the target, but there should be like scientific, clear answer.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay. And whose name is?
Krishna.
Yes, now it's the answer. So, okay, so why we need meditate on Krishna? Why?
Because he's the source of everything. Like if you meditate on Krishna, then automatically everything else will get satisfied. If you meditate on something else, then only like one part gets satisfied, and that too not permanently.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you do that meditation round the clock?
Round the clock in the sense,
Like constantly?
Yes.
You do that?
Yeah.
So how many rounds you chant?
Right now I'm starting to chant 16.
So it's not round the clock.
Yeah.
So what I mean is that we know high philosophy and sublime knowledge, but we don't believe in it because we don't follow that. Yeah? We know that spirituality, soul is my real identity. We read it. But still, we're not able to follow it fully. To some extent, with certain compromises, isn't it? So, what we are believing in, to chant 16 rounds a day, how much it takes to you?
An hour and 45 minutes.
Huh?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and 40 minutes, yeah. Say 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest 22 hours, what you do?
On the bodily cuts.
So listen, you're a very honest person and you nicely admit that. Yeah, and me too. I'm not able 24 hours a day maintain my consciousness on the level of spiritual identity. So that's why the meditation is a gradual process, yeah? Cleaning your heart, adjusting your habits, and like this. And then you can do any job in the world being conscious of being spirit. So, like Arjuna, yeah? Krishna said, go and fight. But Arjuna said, I will not be able to remember you. And Krishna said, because you are fighting for the right purpose, spiritual purpose, that's considered a meditation. So same thing. We can go to university if we are aware of our spiritual identity. Well, whatever you do is of a spiritual nature. That changes the quality of your life. And that gives a different result. So same labor, same job, same service, done with a different consciousness gives a different result. It's not that a job or work gives a different result. Consciousness gives a different result. So we have to be aware of those scientific principles, otherwise we may miss the point. I was thinking to tell some story, but what story should I tell? When there is such a rich table of everything waiting for you, it's very difficult to think about some story. Maybe you still have some questions, because it would be nice to have a discussion. Because in our